That's allergic.
I'll be ready when you be ready.
Okay.
Shh. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to show you pretty much the not so normal life of me. From the start. I was born on March 7th, 1996. That's not exactly a baby picture, but it's the closest I could find. That's my mom. She was 23 when I was born. My dad was never in the picture, and honestly, probably never will be. Still never is. I've never met him. When I was 12, my mom moved out. She pretty much left me. Thank God for my grandparents, they were there. And she actually just recently moved, or she actually the other day just moved back in with us because there's some issues there. And yeah, so the past couple of years she started coming back into the picture and we started talking more and more.
What's her name? I couldn't.
Wylena.
Got it.
And that's just pretty much baby pictures. And it's about my grandparents. Without them, I really don't know where I'd be. They mean the world to me. If I lost them, I would lose myself. This was, I don't remember whose wedding it was, but that was down in Cancun, and then that was Disney World, and that was Christmas, obviously. From the time I was little, I've always been a grandpa's girl. Even now I am. Some of these pictures you can tell. Anybody who knows my grandparents, they are not the typical grandparents. They drive convertibles, they have sand rails and dune buggies and quads and snowmobiles and all that other kind of stuff. My grandpa and I have, I don't know, I want to say a special kind of relationship. This picture down here kind of sums it up. If I were to ever lose my grandpa, he is the closest thing I've ever had to a father figure. We came close to losing him a couple years ago. He's had multiple heart attacks and strokes, and if I ever lost him, I don't know what I'd do. That was my first day of school, and just as you can tell, I'm really close to my grandpa. And then it's pretty much the rest of my family. We don't always get along, but family is probably the biggest part of my life. These are my two uncles. They have always, they're the ones I call if I ever need anything. Like, if my car battery were to die, they're both at work, they both drop everything and come and get me. That's Louie and that's Phil. And then these are my dogs. It's kind of a blurry picture. But that's Buddy. He's an English Springer Spaniel. He's almost 5. And then that's Shorty. He's just over 2 months old, I think. And then that's just my Uncle Phil and his wife Kelly. Uncle Phil again.
Nice armpits.
Yeah. These are my baby brothers. This is Andrew. This is Sebastian. They are 5 weeks old. They just, like, again with my mom, they just moved back in with me Monday, actually. And then these are my cousins, Teresa and Chad. And then there's my second cousins. And then my first cousins, Hannah and DJ.
Are we looking at their shoes?
Oh, go back to that picture.
Cut the heads off.
Notice the shirts.
Yeah.
And then DJ's shirt.
Oh, that's the one, yeah, we talked about. Detroit,
Yeah.
Detroit, dear.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder he's frowning.
And that's my Aunt Juanita. That's actually Hannah and DJ's real mom. But Aunt Juanita made some not-so-wise choices a couple years back. So Chad and Teresa took Hannah and DJ in, much like my grandparents did to me. And then this is my grandpa's family. Like his sisters. That's my Aunt Sandy, my Aunt Barb, my great-grandma, my great-grandpa, my Aunt Carol, my Uncle Danny, and my Uncle Phil, my great-uncle Phil, who recently passed away. My great-grandpa and I, we, again, have another special relationship. Every time I see him, he always comes up to me and gives me a big hug. He's like, you know, you're always going to be Grandpa's girl. You're never going to be paid up on those hugs. And they're both in their 90s now. These are older pictures. But again, they both mean a lot to me. And then that's another picture of my Uncle Louis. He was 15 when I was born, so he still lived at home. And we had always been like really close. And then traveling. I have been traveling my whole entire life. The first time I flew, I was like, on a plane, I was like 2 months old, I think. Maybe less than that. And this was in Cancun and Cozumel. And does anybody remember how Crocodile Hunter died?
Stingrays.
Yeah, the
Stingrays?
stingray.
We were in Cozumel swimming with stingrays the same exact day he died.
Oh.
I don't think I put the picture in here, but I was scared to death. I had a death grip on my grandpa's arm, so I did not want anywhere near them. He literally had a bruise on his arm for like a month. This was in 2005 when Crocodile Hunter died. And then that was in, I think, Florida on Disney on the safari trip. And then we swam with dolphins on the cruise ship. And then that's just Lion King. I've seen Lion King probably 1,000,000 times, different places. And then on the cruise ship we went on the Carnival Miracle. On my birthday, they left me a cookie in my room. That was a smiley face. And then my friends. Most of the people in these pictures I've known my entire life. They've been like my sisters before I had siblings. This is Emily and Emily. They go to my old school. This Emily, she's been with me through it all.
She's special.
That was a crazy night,
Yeah.
to say the least. But they've both been with me through it all. And that's just them again. That's freshman year, I think. But yeah, we still stayed really close. They're one of the only people from my old school that I still talk to on a regular basis. And then this is Babs. She used to live across the road from me. She's 21 now. She graduated in 2010. She's actually expecting a baby pretty quick. She went to the doctors yesterday, and they said that if Lily doesn't come before Monday, then they're inducing her Monday. We'll have Lily Monday. So, that was freshman year. This was kind of an integration of my old friends with my new friends. Sam and I like instantly clicked. The first day that we met, we just instantly became best friends. And then Emmy. She and I have shared a lot of things with each other, to say the least. And everybody always makes fun of me because there's Emily, Emily, and Emily.
Oh.
So, and then that was freshman year homecoming with Katie and Sam. They kind of, well, Katie and I met in the summertime when I met Coach Brotherton and we went to Fort Wayne. So Katie and I became close over the summer. Katie was the only person I knew when I transferred freshman year. It was scary because my old school was about the size of the freshman hallway. So
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously. Transferring to this big of a school was a big change for
This
me.
big of a school, okay.
Yeah, everybody always makes fun of me, but.
Wow.
And this is a really old picture. That's Melinda, and then Emily, and me, and my grandpa. I don't honestly remember what we were doing that day, but. And then up till middle school, I did cheer and pom, and volleyball, and softball. And that's just homecoming 1 year for cheerleading.
Yep, the special twins.
They're not always like that, but
Sure.
those pictures are memories that neither of all three of us will ever forget, so I had to put those in there. Because that pretty much just describes our friendship, where we're all kind of crazy. And this is Christina. Christina transferred here last year. Christina and I have known each other since she was born. She's only a month younger than me. And her grandma used to carry us around in her arms like we were twins. Everybody was kind of shocked when she transferred and how close we were. Nobody ever realized that we did know each other. But when her mom got remarried, she moved down by Detroit to Sterling Heights. So we didn't really talk, or we didn't get to see each other all that much. And we just stayed really close. She's like my sister. Anytime she needs something, she'll call me up, big sis, come help me with this, or can you do this for me? We just go back and forth like that. And then this is one of my favorite quotes. It kind of sums up my life. There's been a lot of negative and positive things. Life is like photography. If all you focus on is the negative, you'll never see the positive things in life. That's it.
Nicely done. We'll go fast.